All right, let's get right into this. I only did like a 6-minute video earlier today, so I feel like I should kind of put a little bit more content in. Hopefully, this will be short because I don't have any ideas. One thing that I do want to say, and I feel like this is something important to say, is that when you're talking to younger people and you're trying to give them advice. And I do want to talk about this, is that it's hard to just do it openly, like publicly on a social media channel. If I was really giving advice to somebody younger, it'd have to be in person. You know what I mean? And that's not a very odd thing at the same time. I mean, when you're out there and you're meeting people, you might make a friend or two, and then you might meet that person's friends. You meet their friends, and you and you got I gotta tell you that in my life I have met people who would pretty much disqualify or qualify people, right? They'd be like, you know what, dude, I don't want to talk to so and so, and it can also be I want to talk to so and so. I feel like that was an advantage I had in my life, was that I was and I mean, like I told, if you really watch my videos, you know how complex my life was, and it's really hard to break down. But, if you come off as cool, right? And cool is a real thing, and that's something I can probably tell every kid, is that whatever was cool when you were in first grade, whatever was cool when you were in 6th grade, and 8th grade, and 10th grade, and 11th grade, you know what I mean? Whatever was cool at that time is still pretty much cool when you get older. Believe it or not, 70-year-olds are the same way. You still, like, that cool factor is there forever, and it will always be there. Okay? Things are cool and things are not cool. Some people are cool, some people are not cool. Some people are cool to others, some people are not cool to others. And that's the only thing that I think I feel okay saying publicly. But you will meet people, and they may say, for example, like, I don't really want to hang out with so and so, or I don't want to talk to so and so. You know what I mean? But they will say to you, maybe, you're okay, but I just don't want to talk to this other guy, for example. But you're okay, you're cool. You can come and you can hang out with my buddies, and we'll talk to my buddies, right? And I usually have qualified with that, and I gotta be honest with you, I was the biggest, to me, okay, so I'll tell you, so like, growing up, especially early on, I didn't used to go outside with kids a lot, right? And there were times even when kids might invite you, but I couldn't go because, to be very honest with you, I didn't have any money. You know what I mean? So I couldn't really, and sometimes I used to think, man, I wish I was on the projects and on the block, because I could have been earning money as a little kid. But that's insane, you know what I mean? So I just didn't really have money, and I didn't really, nothing was really going on much in my life to really meet up with people or do anything like that. So I was very careful, I was extra careful when it came to being cool. It was very, very, very careful. I always talk to people in a certain way, and I like respecting people. I like respecting people to a certain extent, but that is a factor, you know what I mean? And then when you get older, like, you gotta understand, just like when you were in first grade and then you were in 6th grade and then 12th grade, as you get older, that cool factor is there, but it's always changing. You know what I mean? And for me, it changed in many ways. It's cool. When I was younger, it was cool to say, oh, I went to a nightclub. Even if it was for one night. I went to a nightclub, like a real adult nightclub. I might have only been 18 years old, but I went to a nightclub when I was 18 years old. By the way, Montreal is the legal age is 18 to go to nightclubs and drink. So or smoke cigarettes, whatever you want. I went to a nightclub, and it was cool to say that you went to a nightclub. And it's weird. And then it's like, as I got older, like school, and this is another advice I can give you. For me personally, I don't know about other people. For me, after the age of 21, 22, I did not find school appealing at all. It is not fun at all. College, university is not fun. don't believe in that shit where they tell you, oh, you can put it off, go work for a couple of years and go back to university or college. That doesn't work out. If you want to go to college or university, go right away. Go at 18 years old, go at 19 years old, go right away, because there's this amazing feeling and this buzz that you're a part of when you're new in college and university. It's kind of scary at the same time because everybody's different. You know, that was the biggest thing on my mind was when I went into that first year of college, you know, and that first day of college, I was thinking like, dude, imagine how more sophisticated people are now. You know what I mean? They're older and sophisticated, you know what I mean? And that was on my mind, and you know, like, how would I deal with that? Now, I'm not a good example for anything, you know what I mean? But at the same time, but I will tell you, there is a buzz. It's really fun to go to college when you're younger. It is really, really fun. And then when you're like, and I went back to college when I was, how old was I? About 26, 27. I went for a few years, 26, 27, 28. And I really went because that was the only way that I could get out of my house because I was on house arrest for 2 years. So it was to go to the college nearby. So, you know, so I got that put in so that I could go there, and that was the only way I could get out. So that was good for me. But to be really honest, there was nothing happening there. Listen, don't think about girls and stuff. The truth is, if you go there as an older guy and you were always had that, look, you always had that charm or whatever the case is, you'll get girls. The thing with me, anyway, we don't need to get that, but it's not about girls and stuff. Yeah, girls will think you're cooler just because you're older. And that's because they don't even have any idea of what's going on, some of them. So that's not really, that's like a really stupid point. It is not fun at all. It's not fun being an older adult going to college or university. It's not fun at all. Some people do it forcibly because their career didn't pan out and they want to change their career or whatnot. That's fine. I felt like that buzz isn't there. It's totally useless to go to college or university later on. But I will be honest with you. Even if you had, like, your family was super rich and you were set and you were really good at something, let's say family business, there was something you were doing, you were very good at it. You didn't even need to go to school. I would recommend go to at least one semester of college. Go to that first semester of college. It's only 4 months. Go to that first semester of college, find something that you like and get into it. And at the worst case scenario, drop it after the 4 months and go on with your life. But it's not a bad idea. You know, you might like it. You might want to do another year or two. All right. We got into that. Now, what about me? We really haven't talked about me, and that's really what this is supposed to be about. Now, we're telling kids what to do and what not to do. As far as I go, what can I say? So I'll tell you, man, no, we don't even need to get, you know what? This is fine. I like how this video went. It's been 8 minutes. I got that video out there, and I'm not trying to score crazy points here, on my videos, but we'll leave it at that. You know, we left on a pretty good note. And then we'll wrap it up right here. We'll wrap it up right here. What else can I say? So yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up right here.